Howdy, boyos. Get it? Because he says boy a lot.
Boy, 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 boy.
My name is Stuart, and welcome to the second half of our Kratos video. If you haven't checked out Sony's God Killer, check out that video right here. A lot of people were waiting for it for a while, and I'm glad we did it before Ragnarok came around. So, where were we when we last left Kratos? Barely alive and haunted by the atrocities he's committed, Kratos pulls himself off Mount Olympus to reboot his game. What happens next is another story. Yes, the end of the world. The Greek world, anyway. Yeah, this is some interesting retconning that we're going to do here, but it's been 100 years since the end of God of War 3, and you can just travel to other realms and pantheons. So while the Greek world is fucked, all the other worlds are fine. I wonder if the Romans have any words with Kratos. Anyways, badly injured and with the Blade of Exile transforming back into the Blades of Chaos, Kratos somehow managed to escape the world of Olympus and travel. He is haunted by his crimes and even a literal ghost of Athena, who dogs him throughout his journeys. He eventually makes his way to Midgard, home of the Norse pantheon where Kratos lives in isolation. In time, Kratos met a woman named Faye, and the two, having fought before, it transformed into a friendship and relationship. For the first time in the angry god's life, Kratos was finding, well, satisfaction and content. He started a new family with Faye and had a boy named Atreus. Kratos was receptive to this new world, but kept his past hidden from his son, only revealing bits to Faye before her passing. When we last left the God of War, Kratos was beginning to just get out of his chaotic evil killing spree and into a more neutral realm. With 100 years passing, where Kratos has settled down, but also kept isolated from everyone, it's best we give him... let's give him 4 extra nudges into true neutral, which is kind of fun because Kratos is starting in a very similar spot to where he was in our first video. For those curious, we'll be looking at the God of War reboot and Ragnarok only, but we have brushed up on what's happened between God of War 3 until now to help with the passage of time and the dings. And if you want us to cover more video game characters, be sure to, follow the tracks and like and subscribe the channel. Ring the bell to summon our crows anytime we make Loading Crew content, and hack your way down to the comments section and let us know who else you'd like us to cover. I think that was my cringiest call to action. Oh wait, there's one more. Be sure to send this video through your own personal Bifrost and share around. My God. Will Kratos follow a similar path to when he was kicking back in Greece, or will being the dad of war mellow him out? Only one way to find out, and with once more, come, boy. However, before we get to those alignment dings, this video is proudly sponsored and brought to you by Dragonair Silent Gods. Ooh, okay.
Just smash through it!
Based. Dragonair Silent Gods is a multi-platform role-playing game that will be available on mobile and PC.
There's magic lingering on the gate.
Dude, this is big brain time now, chat. In addition to traditional character collection and development, the game adds grid-based combat, differentiated sandbox exploration, and seasonal social gameplay. Ooh, what is that music? Oh, hold up. It's also inspired by the world's greatest tabletop game, and it can feed that inner dice goblin inside you. Big money, no whammy, no whammy. Yes! Let's see if we can get a nat 20.
Your heads will crown my honor!
Yes! All events in this multiversal sandbox adventure are done through dice checks, and the characters that you recruit can specialize and help you with these rolls and pass certain points. Dude. That was tough. Making a character feels like a tabletop game too. You pick your race, your class, and the stats, and then you go through an epic level story involving dragons, heirs of dragons, and of course, their silent gods. No! Drats. This is a wonderful part of the game. Don't take my word for it. Play the game yourself in its closed beta, now available by joining their Discord server. Go in there and join the thousands of other players already having a great time. That's so cool! Join anytime between now and January 7th in order to gain access to what this game has to offer using your PC or mobile device with the Google Play Store. Oh, also on Steam. This offer is available in all of these locations, including the United States, the UK, Canada, Australia, IDN, Philippines, Japan, and Korea. You can also chat with the developers using the handy dandy link in the description to the Discord server. When you get there, tell them that Stuart from the Loading Crew has sent you and that you're ready to roll a nat 20 with Dragonair Silent Gods.
Death shall be the reward for your ignorance, rebels.
Yo, chat, look at this! Following the death of his second wife, a world-weary Kratos follows her instructions and cremates her, saying one last goodbye to Faye. Kratos opts to test his son to see if he's ready for the journey to the highest peak. Lawful neutral.
Slow down, boy.
Sorry.
You are hunting deer, not chasing it.
Yes, Father.
Kratos goes with Atreus, or Boy as he's known, to hunt for deer. It's clear the temper we saw in Kratos is still there, but he tries to keep it in check. However, he feels Atreus isn't ready, proving his point to Atreus by provoking him. No, it's kind of dickish, but Kratos is trying to prove a point, so lawful neutral.
I thought you'd be bigger. But you're definitely the one.
When a stranger comes looking to pick a fight, Kratos gives him several warnings to leave. They fight, Kratos realizes that he's fighting someone who might be a god and goes all out. Winning the battle barely, Kratos is forced to bring Atreus with him for his own protection. Lawful good.
You're used to it.
We do what we must to survive.
Animals I get. They're food. Draugr, they're supposed to be dead. But people, they're trying to survive too.
Close your heart to it.
On the road, Kratos slowly opens up about his past. There's still a barrier that Kratos does keep up, but he tries to help Atreus during critical moments. Lawful neutral.
Can't get this slow-eyed cocklump to cross the bridge.
It's because she's scared of something in the trees over there.
There's what now?
Naturally, during their journey, Kratos meets a few allies. This includes estranged dwarven brothers Brock and Sindri, who upgrade Kratos' axe, and Kratos begrudgingly respects. In addition, they also meet a strange witch of the woods they upset named Freya. Kratos is polite, owning up to his mistakes that he's caused, but is put on edge when she sees he's a god. Neutral good.
It's the world serpent!
Getting help from the world's serpent, Kratos and Atreus make a detour to Alfheim to proceed on their journey. During this, Kratos sees that Atreus believes his father doesn't love him or Faye. Things come to a head when he's trapped in a realm for seemingly a moment while Atreus battles a swarm of elves. Lawful neutral.
Tell me, you two still tripping over yourselves to impress Daddy?
The tattooed man. Tracks show he now travels with a child. Where would they go next?
After saving Sindri from a dragon, Kratos and Atreus are set to complete their quest when they spot a stranger, the god Baldur and two others accosting a trapped Mimir. Kratos waits for the gods to leave before learning from Mimir that they need to go to Jotunheim to achieve Frey's quest. Mimir offers his services, or at least a quick kill. Even if this will bring Odin's wrath, Kratos goes through with it and lops off Mimir's head. Lawful good.
Can you bring a head back to life?
I'm not sure I understand what... Wait. Where did you get those? The arrows. Give them to me!
Going to Freya for help, Mimir is revived and reveals Freya is Odin's wife. Kratos is pissed by the lie, leaving to continue his quest to find the rune to Jotunheim. Lawful neutral.
Didn't you hear him? We could talk to Mom again. If we keep an eye out
Look
while
if you wish, boy. I will not be distracted by this fool's errand.
So Kratos does have the opportunity to do side quests for the first time in his life. Several of these are departed souls, slaying the corrupted Valkyries, and more. Kratos openly refuses to not stray from his mission, but insists that if Atreus wants to, he can. But Kratos absolutely helps. Neutral good.
Surrender. The All-Father demands it.
No.
Going on his fetch quest, the gang are intercepted by Baldur's nephews, Modi and Magni. Refusing to surrender, Kratos kills Magni. Kratos insists the kills are necessary as he was defending himself, even after killing his first god in years. True neutral.
Everyone's gonna think I only got it, cause Magni's gone. It'll be a joke. But if I kill you,
No one's gonna laugh at me.
The journey gets harder when Modi attacks and Atreus unleashes a god's fury he inherited from his father. Modi flees, but Atreus becomes deathly ill. Worried about his son, Kratos rushes to Freya to find a cure. Neutral good.
Will you help me?
Of course. There is a rare ingredient found only in Helheim. The keeper that protects the Bridge of the Damned. I need its heart.
Learning he must journey to the realm of the dead to save his son, Kratos goes to collect the one weapon that will help him. In a wonderfully chilling Nat 20 scene, Kratos unearths the Blades of Chaos. Haunted by the specter of Athena, Kratos swears that he is not an Olympus monster anymore and sets off to save his son. Lawful good.
I have the heart. I need nothing more.
You're set. Better not to linger here, though, eh?
Kratos. Zeus.
Zeus?
My father.
Your father was Zeus?
Traveling into the depths of Helheim, and I suppose giving our editor another Sunday, Kratos hacks and slashes his way through the dead. Ignoring an illusion of Zeus, Kratos tells a now enlightened Mimir to not tell Atreus his secret. He's able to save Atreus thanks to Freya. Neutral good.
Help me prop him up.
You are quiet. Are you not better?
I guess.
I know you overheard my talk with Freya. You think you understand, but you do not.
Restarting their journey, Kratos finally reveals his godhood to his son, while not telling the full extent of his deeds. This does earn Atreus' trust and interest back as they press on, with Kratos insisting that they're more than just men and must be better. Neutral good.
We're sick of hearing about little people's little problems!
All right. That hurt a little. Let's have a look at your gear then.
Things become complacent when our two find an injured Modi. Kratos is willing to leave him, but Atreus, high on godhood, kills him and argues with Kratos. Too bad Baldur comes to stop Kratos from getting any further. True neutral.
This'll be easy!
Not yet.
Forced into a compromised position, Kratos teleports everyone to Helheim to keep Baldur away from Jotunheim. Kratos scrambles to sneak out with Atreus, leaving Baldur in his personal hell. Witnessing his own trauma courtesy from God of War 3, Kratos and Atreus escape and get another Sunday for the editor. Chaotic good.
Chink my tools working on something so delicate and ladylike.
Then shingle it. Pattern weld the item with scap slag. Keep the layers thin. Alternate the overlay.
Okay, smart guy.
With the dwarves helping out, Kratos gathers the last materials to go to Jotunheim. Too bad a pissed and death-seeking Baldur is ready for a rematch and a reunion with the person who cursed him, his mother Freya. Despite Freya's insistence to stay out of the fight, Kratos steps in to stop the family feud. Chaotic good.
I can feel everything.
He's vulnerable now?
It's a three-way battle between Baldur, Freya, and Kratos/Atreus. When Atreus accidentally undoes Baldur's immortality, Kratos is ready to stop Baldur, but stops when Freya begs him. However, unable to let this violence continue on a grief-stricken Freya, Kratos steps in and kills Baldur. Chaotic good.
I killed many who were deserving. And many who were not. I killed my father.
As Freya stands over her son's corpse and swears revenge, Kratos finally lets Atreus know the whole truth about his past. He doesn't take back any of his actions, but insists that Atreus is not the ghost of Sparta. Atreus has the potential to be better, something Kratos promises to help him achieve. Lawful good.
The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live.
At long last, father and son complete the journey. After living in isolation and distance for so long, Kratos discards his bandages, not willing to hide who he is to the world and his son. While mysteries and vengeance are still abound, Kratos and Atreus return home, closer than before. Lawful good.
Sleep.
The giants called me... Loki?
Loki. name your mother wanted for you when you were born?
Well, if you want to learn more about Loki, we have 2 handy videos you can check out. There's a lot to sample from. I'll wait. For 3 years, Kratos and Atreus endure an average Midwest winter. I mean, Fimble winter. I think I said that right. Asgard has been quiet, but Freya has been attacking Kratos, even if he's avoiding killing her. However, Kratos continues to prepare for Ragnarok and teach Atreus, who has begun to develop unique godly powers. Ah, god puberty. Neutral good 3 times. Resting at home, Kratos, Atreus, and homebody head Mimir are met by both Thor and Odin with a peace offering. Odin swears that he won't go after the 3 and will stop Freya as long as Kratos agrees to peace, and Atreus stops investigating Tyr, something Kratos doesn't know about. Having seen enough deals from the gods, Kratos tells Odin no before Thor savagely beats him. Chaotic neutral.
Once you chase Odin off, you got another place to lay your head tonight? And I don't mean that talky fella.
I will not abandon my home.
With some help from Brock and Sindri, Kratos and Atreus crash with their friends and plan. Kratos learns Atreus discovered coded messages from the giants and a rumor the Norse god of war is actually alive. Despite knowing this will be fucking with the gods again, Kratos agrees to follow this one lead with Atreus, but will stop if it goes nowhere. Lawful neutral.
Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
Once again, Kratos continues to help the 9 realms. Unlike last time where Kratos would only help if another party wanted something, Kratos is helping those hurt by Odin, or by those suffering from the mistakes of others. I think this is the first time where the side quests are going to be labeled as lawful good.
You chop her head off with that too, eh?
She was my wife.
Going to the pro-Odin realm of the dwarves, Kratos finds hints that Frey once led a rebellion against Asgard and clues that something is hiding in the mines. They find Tyr, seemingly broken after years of torture. Confronting his Norse counterpart, Kratos is able to inspire Tyr before the 4 escape Odin's forces. Neutral good.
I said that they were wise. In my experience, that goes with being peaceful.
Oh, little brother. Told you we needn't worry.
Atreus, where have you been?
The next morning, not realizing Atreus has had a small adventure with Sindri, Kratos opts to look into the coded messages Atreus has found. After some help from Pro ZD, Kratos, Atreus, Mimir, and Tyr return to Alfheim. Finding a completed prophecy, they learn Odin is working on misinformation and Ragnarok will only spell the end for Odin, not the entire realm. Neutral.
Plus, Hell's army was there, and the elves. Champion. Okay, whoever that is doesn't matter. But for the first time, we know something Odin doesn't.
Despite the revelation that Odin's death will not end in widespread destruction, Kratos is hesitant to jump into open conflict. Returning home, Kratos admits privately that he recognizes Atreus sees the glorified side of war, and not the bitter reality. He asks to wait and plan their next move. Considering what he's experienced, pretty fair, true neutral.
What is it you will not tell me? I have tried to walk this path with you. We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
When Atreus goes missing for 2 days, Kratos rushes to find him, worried about Atreus' secrets. The pair are jumped by Freya until Kratos saves her from Odin. With a tenuous alliance set because of their shared enemy, Kratos agrees to help remove Odin's curse from Freya. Lawful good.
No, no need for threats, brother.
Oh, I know that voice. You know, I'd cut off your head, but it seems somebody beat me to it.
Going to Vanaheim, Kratos joins the residents led by Freya's brother. All the while, Kratos reveals personal information to Freya to try to temper her anger at him and show her revenge won't help. They're able to free Freya, who lets go of her hate for Kratos, redirecting it at her ex-husband. Lawful good.
Answer me! Did you go to Asgard?
No! Of course not! But so what if I did? It's my future, it's my life.
You are my son!
Then why don't you trust me?
If you want me to trust you, then tell me the truth.
Returning to the base, Kratos confronts Atreus about his behavior lately. When Atreus brings up the idea to go to the Asgard as a mole, Kratos and the others understandably freak out. Kratos tells his son no, asking him to just tell him the truth. It does not work. Neutral good.
Good morning, brother. No news, I'm afraid.
I have a plan.
Do you now?
With his son gone and lost, Kratos seeks out the fates of this land to find out what's going on with Atreus. He, Mimir, and Freya fight through illusions before finding the Norns. Kratos learns that Heimdall will try to kill Atreus, but if Kratos steps in, Ragnarok will begin. Gunning for the best dad, Kratos gets ready to kill another god, chaotic good.
I must say, I think we make a good team. With my brains, Kratos' brawn, and my lady's,
Wisdom, magic, ability to tolerate you for long periods of time.
I was going to say brutality.
That works.
Unwilling to waver from his path, Kratos takes Mimir's advice to make a new weapon that can beat Heimdall's foresight. Working together with Brock, Kratos obtains a kick-ass new weapon, but learns Brock has been partially undead due to his backstory. Kratos steps in and helps Brock process, showing a lot of kindness towards his friend. Aw, awful good!
New spear. Never much cared for Brock. Can't deny the dwarf's talent.
You came to speak. Speak.
Confronted by Odin with a dwarven meat shield, Kratos learns Atreus is safe in Asgard. He's asked not to start a war, and Kratos makes a serious threat to Old One-Eye. Keep fucking around and then Odin will see what kind of god Kratos was. Chaotic neutral.
Where is Atreus?
Atreus? Has the runaway returned and brought all this with him?
Attacked at home, Atreus returns with Kratos, welcoming him back. The two go through the realms to fix anything they can, including a hellhound that will stop Odin's plans. Plus, they get a good little heck puppy. Who's a good little heck puppy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Sorry. They find that Odin is trying to gather some Mask of Loki. Sounds familiar. Plug, plug. And Kratos helps their allies, setting up things for Ragnarok. Damn the consequences. Neutral good.
I can help.
I know. But you are needed elsewhere.
He's right, you know. Sizzles wasn't looking so hot last I saw.
Arriving in Vanaheim, Kratos and Atreus are attacked by Heimdall. Despite knowing what will happen, Kratos tells his allies to run as he's able to land hits on the untouchable god. He gives Heimdall several warnings to go back after proving his strength. However, he's pushed to finally kill his next god, taking the final steps into Ragnarok. I'm actually going to go with lawful evil on this one.
You and I know better than anyone that Odin's promises never last. We have the advantage now. It's time to bring him down.
No.
With Heimdall dead, Kratos allows his son to be the spy in Asgard and tell everyone what he's accomplished. Atreus returns with the mask. Kratos, Freya, and the rest decide to avoid a frontal assault and attack Asgard and Odin. Good on trying to minimize casualties, even if Odin reveals himself and kills Brock. Chaotic good.
Odin won't stop until we stop him! We need you here!
With Brock dead and Sindri storming off, Kratos takes a moment to go back home with his son. Both are hurting after Odin punked them, with Kratos tempted to hide in solitude again. However, after so much loss and the gods mocking him, Kratos stops the pity party and tells Atreus that they can't ignore this or let Brock have died in vain. Neutral, and then chaotic good for encouraging avenging?
Which means we need armies of our own.
As many as will answer the call. Numbers Odin won't see coming.
And that's just to reach the wall. To breach the wall, we'll need to find Surtur.
Ratatoskr was able to procure this.
After taking a moment to clear Atreus' mind and to speak with an embittered Sindri, Kratos, Atreus, and Mimir return for war. Everyone gathers for the final push against Asgard. Even after a night of rest and accepting his fate, Kratos becomes a general once more and begins Ragnarok. Lawful good. The battle begins with Odin fighting dirty and putting civilians into Kratos' path. However, the Spartan general redirects his troops and listens to everyone, including Atreus vouching for Thor's daughter. In the end, Kratos battles Thor, but chooses not to follow who he was or the prophecy. He spares Thor, wanting to be better, lawful good.
So be it.
With Odin before them, Kratos, Atreus, Freya, and Mimir fight the Allfather. When Odin's goal stands before him, Kratos lets Atreus make the final choice. After an intense fight, Odin is defeated, ending Ragnarok and bringing peace, neutral good.
Son, you are ready.
With their future ahead of them, Atreus asks to look for the lost giants without his father. Kratos supports him, promising that they will see each other again. Gifted with a prophecy that he will become a new Allfather, Kratos works alongside Freya and Mimir. At long last, the God of War days of a destroyer are over, at least for now. Lawful good. It's honestly amazing how much Kratos has changed from his murder hobo days in Greece. This isn't to say that Kratos has gone soft, because dude can and will throw down if you fuck with him, and you can see the smoldering rage inside him even early on. Ironically, the Olympians got what they wanted when we see them start the Norse saga, and Kratos is a distant shell of what he once was. Even after meeting Faye, Kratos has built a wall around himself to shield himself from pain and to not bring people into the world of pain that he's caused. He views godhood as a curse, and the dude's fair to assume that. He's lost his family again and again, from Deimos, Calliope, and he's killed Zeus himself. Dude has a shit ton of reason to hate the gods, and talks ill of them on multiple times. They're not worthy of worship because he sees them as flawed, and after slaughtering a whole pantheon, Kratos just wants to be left alone, but is forced to interact with the world around him. He has an insight that is invaluable to many people, and by the time the game ends, Kratos is in a place we wouldn't have dreamed of by the end of the Grecian era. Dad of the Year, a leader, and surrounded by friends and family. While it's hard to say that this will be the last adventure of Kratos, it's a nice capstone to his journey. Maybe we'll see the God of War tackle another pantheon, but for now, I think Kratos has earned a much-needed rest. But what do you guys think? Are you hoping for more God of War action? I'm pretty sure most people are. This game sold very well. Would you like us to cover Kratos' son, Atreus? We glossed over a lot of his stuff, but the kid goes through a lot in these games. Or should we cover other godly beings? Let us know in the comments down below, and D&D December will continue, and stay tuned for next week as we round out our Sony mascots with another destructive one. Thank you to the patrons, and I'll see you all next time.